Of course, I get a phone call as soon as I start. Yes. Oh, goodness, this cat. I'm so bad at starting videos. Let's just go. I'm going to talk to you today about the books that I'm reading in May. I fully have read one of these books, and I read most of another one, but that's okay. So, here is what we have in May. First up, we have The Queen of Atolia by Megan Wallen Turner. This is the second series, or the second book in the Queen's Thief series. I did finish this one. Actually, this was on my April TBR and I didn't finish it, but I finished it on May 1st. So it's like this close. But this is, yeah, the second book. I can't really say much. It's from, the first book is first person from the main character's perspective. This one is like third person from like basically all the people around him from their perspective, which I thought was going to be weird and kind of a bummer. But you kind of get to know more about him. The story really opens up and the world opens up, and it actually, well, I'm reviewing it. That's not what this video is for. So yeah, I'm reading this in May. Next up is The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. This is the second book in the Winternight trilogy. I'm actually really close to being done with it. I'm hoping to finish it today. I had to stop reading this to make this video, and I did not want to stop. It was such a bummer to have to stop, but the lighting is actually okay today, so I was like, I need to do this. And it was like at this part that was like insane and like a big change in the story. So in The Girl in the Tower, it is said to like open up the world more, and you're in Moscow more, which is cool. So oh, they have an ombre foil again. It's like blue this time. I'm not sure if you can see that. I'm really excited, and the cover is just really beautiful. Also, there will be a new My Cat and My Books podcast on The Girl in the Tower on June 1st. So that is why I'm reading this, and also because it's incredible. But if you would like to kind of take part in the whole My Cat and My Books thing, get reading this, get reading the whole series if you haven't. Gabrielle from Turkish Candle Company and I are going through it from like now till July. So read this, catch up with us, and listen to the podcast June 1st. Next is my book club pick for the month of May. Our book club is reading Bent Heavens by Daniel Kraus. This is like, it's an alien story. I've heard it's like scary and gory. I'm honestly a little bit nervous to read it. I've heard some intense reviews, and I don't do intense books well. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of aliens, but I'm afraid of what this book could hold. So we'll see. Book club's next Friday. Today's Friday, the 8th. So I have a week. My goal, or my like original intention, was to space it out so I wouldn't be quite as like affected by it, like whatever it holds for me. But I think I'm gonna have to just binge it. But I am gonna be lenient on myself. If I decide I don't want to read it, I'm not going to, because you know the world's tense enough right now. I'm not sure I'm gonna subject myself to more, but I'm very intrigued because of the reviews I've heard. I guess I didn't say what it was about. This girl, her dad goes missing. The main character, Liv, her dad goes missing after claiming to be abducted by aliens. So he like goes missing, comes back, says he was abducted by aliens, and then he goes missing again. Yeah, that's all I really know. I've just heard a lot of things, so we'll see. Also for a June podcast, I am reading The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I've actually read this before, and it sort of went over my head. It was quite a few years ago when I like kind of first really started reading. My cat. Yeah, and I didn't quite understand it. So I'm excited to read this. I don't think I want to say who with yet. I'm gonna tell everyone next week on Instagram. So The Ocean at the End of the Lane is a little bit magical realism-y. This man goes back to his like childhood neighborhood for a funeral. And if I'm remembering correctly, I like didn't really read all the synopsis because I kind of don't want to. But he comes face to face with like past memories, and yeah, I just remember it being very interesting. So get reading it so you can tune in on June 15th for the podcast episode. Okay, so this one's a little bit different than anything I've ever posted, and I probably won't keep everyone, there's a book, super up to date on how I'm doing with it, but I've heard so much about this book for writers, and I'm working on a screenplay because apparently I just want to do 1,000 different things. But it is Save the Cat, which is a screenwriting book. I think just a writing book in general. I've heard about this from a lot of people who are not screenwriters. I'm really excited. So this, I probably won't finish it in May, but I hope to at least get into it, learn a few things, and it should be fun. And lastly, my book of the month pick, I picked Happy and You Know It by Laura Hankin. It's super cute with like all the enamel pins and stuff. So this is about a musician, a struggling musician who takes this job as like a child musician for this like moms group in New York City. It's like these rich, glamorous moms, as far as I understand. And the main character, Claire, Claire kind of gets wrapped up in their like dark secrets and what was the other one? Glamorous lives. So this should be kind of, I feel like it's kind of fluffy. I mean, when you hear dark secrets, that doesn't seem very fluffy, but I'm hoping actually to read this one this weekend because I have a little bit of time between books I need to read for the podcast. So I'm hopefully, I think I'm going to be doing a readathon on Sunday. And hopefully I'll be finishing this book. It's less than 400 pages, so it should be really simple to finish in this weekend. So as soon as I'm done with The Girl in the Tower, Happy and You Know It is up. So here are all of my books I hope to read in May. I actually ended up adding Save the Cat because I didn't think I had enough. And now I'm like, oh, I have 6, which I think is what I read last month. So I'm good. But yeah, here we go. Here's a lovely book stack because we all love a good book stack. Yeah, so let me know what you're reading in May. I'm super excited to get into these. I'm loving what I'm reading already. So I update my Instagram way, way, way more than I update here. So it's My Cat and My Books. And you can follow along, see how I'm doing. We'll see. All right, and that's it for May. Bye, y'all.